How are you, Nolan?
Good. How you doing, man?
I'm doing fine. I don't know if you've probably seen one of these things. Is this you? Is this based off of you with eye black?
No, maybe. I've never seen this before. The only reason why I've seen it is because Chuck had it and he gave it to you, and I watched that interview. But
okay.
Chuck's the only one that would have things like that for sure.
Well, it's definitely not him because there's not a mullet. There's no party in the back on this thing, underneath the.
Yeah, I mean, it could be me. I mean, I wouldn't know. I mean, I haven't got one of those before. I would really like one though.
Well, I don't mean to put you on the spot, Nolan. What would you rather have, this Rockies sippy cup or a Rich Eisen show mug? Come on now.
A Rich Eisen show for sure.
Okay. Are you just saying that because we're on the phone right now, Nolan?
No, man. I'm a fan of you, man. I would definitely love one of your cups.
Okay.
Please.
On it.
Sold.
Done.
Sold to Nolan Arenado. Are you being overlooked, the Rockies, by everybody, Nolan?
As a team?
Yep.
Yeah, maybe a little bit, but I think people are taking notice now. You know, I think we got 2 months left, and we're still in this, and I think people are starting to notice us a little bit. But you know, there's a lot of games left. You know, we can't forget that. I think just over 50 games left, or just about that, and you know, there's a lot of room to win. There's a lot more room to win ball games, and there's probably a lot of people that think we're gonna fail, and that's okay. You know, we need the doubters and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, we still got to go out there and you know, we got to go perform, and we got to go prove the people wrong. You know, the people doubt us because in the years past we haven't been able to prove that we can do it. So this year it looks like things are changing, and hopefully we can continue that.
Well, part of the reason I think is because the Dodgers have just won an absurd number of games in their first 107 attempts. That might be part of it too, Nolan. How do you think you guys match up with the Dodgers should something like that happen in October?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the Dodgers are unbelievable. It seems like they win literally every single night. I think they lost last night, and I was kind of like, I got like goosebumps. I was like in so much shock. But I think at the end of the day, you know, they're a great team. You know, we both know each other really well, so that, you know, there's a little, I wouldn't say comfortability there, but there's a little, you know, knowing what you're going into when you're facing certain guys over there. But you know, they're tough. They're a good team. You know, right now I think it's safe to say right now they're a little bit better than us. You know, I'm not afraid to admit that. But you know, when it comes to crunch time, and if we have an opportunity to play them in October, you know, anything can happen. And you know, we're good enough to win, and we have a really good lineup, and I feel like we can match up with anyone.
Yeah, in that regard, Nolan Arenado joining me here on the Rich Eisen Show. What does the addition of Jonathan Lucroy from the Rangers mean, do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's great. It's huge for us. You know, we're as a team with young pitchers, you know, we're going into unfamiliar territory. You know, at the end of the day, these last 2 months, you know, we're playing really meaningful baseball games, and not a lot of us have been through that. So it'll be good to have a guy that's been through it. You know, Lucroy's, you know, he's won the division. He's been with the Brewers. He's won there. You know, he's also been with the Brewers, and he's had a tough go-around where they lost like right at the last end. You know, he's seen both sides of the game, and that's someone that you need. That, you know, he knows how to control the pitchers, and he's just a great guy, great teammate, and he's ready to go. And
then you got Pat Neshek from the Phillies as well, so that's a great pitcher for you to add to this mix right here. Is there still a Humidor in that stadium? Because I saw it once upon a time when I was covering the All-Star game back in the late 90s, Nolan. Is there still a Humidor in that building for the baseballs?
Yeah, there is. There's one here. I've never really seen it or been in it, but I know there is one here for sure.
So it's kind of like Fight Club? You don't talk about it? Is that what you're saying? The Humidor?
No. It's actually not talked about too much, but you know, I think when other teams come, they talk about it a little bit more than us.
Well, because I mean, do you think your stats and your achievements individually, people just put an asterisk next to it because you're playing in Denver, Colorado?
Yeah, you know, that's just something. You know, I think that's just come with playing out here. You know, I think Todd, Tulo, Larry Walker, you know, guys like that, they've all had to deal with that. You know, and at the end of the day, that's okay. I'm not worried about it. I think, you know, the doubt I get is mostly from, you know, media and stuff like that. You know, I think, you know, I'm very fortunate enough. I think, you know, players that we play against, I think you know, they respect me and respect the way I go about my business and respect the way I play. So I think that really means more to me, you know, if I have their respect, and I think that means a little bit more than what, you know, the media says and, you know, all the doubt I get from that stuff. But so, you know, when it comes to that, I don't really care. It means a lot when you play against other teams and they, you know, they appreciate the way you go about your business. That's when you know that, for me, that's not when it's rigged or anything. If people appreciate the way you go about your business, and guys that know how hard it is, and they face the same pitches you face, and the Kershaws, the Scherzers, and all them, and they appreciate the way you go about it. I think that hits home a little bit more.
Yeah, I don't believe the atmosphere affects your glove, right, Nolan?
Yeah, no, it just dries it up a little bit. You gotta lube it up a little bit.
Is that what you do?
Yeah.
Okay, just want to make sure, because you got the gold gloves. I'm just wondering how how it affects all that. A couple more minutes left with Nolan Arenado here on the Rich Eisen Show. Who was your guy growing up? Who did you idolize growing up in Southern California, Nolan?
Yeah, well, obviously I was a huge Beltre fan when he was with the Dodgers back in the day. I love Sean Green. I grew up, unfortunately, I grew up a Dodgers fan, and I think that rubs a lot of people the wrong way around here. So, but yeah, it's the truth. I grew up. I love Sean Green. I love Beltre. My cousins, I got some family members who are Dodger fans, so that's kind of how it all started. When we go play in LA, they always text me that, I hope you get a couple hits, but I hope you guys lose.
Oh, come on now. Come on now.
Yeah, I hear it all the time, so it's all good. It's all good, but that's just kind of like who I look. I love Matt Holliday. I love his swing. That's kind of someone I admire as I got older too.
Okay, well, just tell everybody that says that to you, Nolan, that you can't make purple without blue, right?
Yeah, I guess I could say that. I've never thought about that, but you're right.
Come on now. I remember my primary colors and how you make colors, and we all had Crayolas at some point. Come on now.
Yeah, I know, but I guess I have a little more respect for them, since they're true. Those are true fans, if they're hoping I'm their blood, and they're hoping that we still lose, but they want me to get a couple hits. I guess you can respect the fact that they're true fans.
Nolan, your red blood, their Dodger blue mixed together makes Rockies purple, right?
That's a valid point. I'm going to send that text out.
Yes, I don't need it. By the way, I don't need credit.
No, I'm going to credit you. It's okay. They're going to be like, some of them might not know who you are, but some of them will. So it'll be good.
No, just hold on a second. No, look, here's the deal. You're going to get a mug. You're going to get a phrase from me. I don't know what the third one's going to be before we finish up this conversation.
Yeah, perfect.
But it's all good, brother. It's all good. So, the next 6 weeks here, who's leading in that clubhouse? Is it you? Who's the one who's going to try and get everybody rallied together and focus on the eye of the prize, I guess, underneath what the radar because of everybody focusing on the Dodgers?
Yeah, I think, baseball's it's a funny game, because it seems like you just kind of let people go about their business in a way. You want people, you want to lead, and you want to lead by example. And I'm not a big vocal guy. That's not really me. I'm kind of more, I just go out there and play and do my job, and I try to lead by example, and I hope, I work hard, and I want people to notice that. I just never been a big vocal guy. But, there's some other guys, Ian, Desmond, Charlie, DJ. There's some guys got Lucroy now. There's some leaders we have, and they'll be vocal once in a while. But at the end of the day, baseball is a sport where, when you're winning ball games, and things start to fall apart, or it's good that we're winning, because that means people, they have to be on their game. If you're not working hard and we're winning, but you're falling apart, the light shines on you a little bit more. So everyone knows that they need to do their part. They need to work hard and get after it, because you don't want to be the one causing the problems around here. You know what I mean? So we got some young bucks, but they get after it, and guys are doing a really good job.
All right. Well, Nolan, thanks for coming on the show. Tell Blackman he owes me that Hawaiian dinosaur shirt that he said he was going to give me off his back, literally, when he came in studio during the Dodgers Rockies series last. Okay, he owes me that.
I appreciate it. I'll tell him, man. He has a bunch of those weird shirts, so don't worry. He could definitely send you one.
Okay. You don't have – that's not your style, Nolan?
He actually got me a couple on Amazon last year, and I definitely do not wear them.
Okay, very good. So then he's got some to spare, and we'll send you a mug, Nolan. And I want
Thank you so much.
Why aren't you on? By the way, last one. Why aren't you on Twitter? Because at least he could tweet out this thing. You're not on social media, Nolan?
No, man. I've just never really been into it. I don't know why. I think it's just because all my family members, they've had it for so long, and they've always just, they've always been all about it, and I've just kind of been like, I'm good. So, yeah, okay. I think I'm good.
All right, Nolan, you're good.
Yeah.
You're better than good. Thanks for joining the show. Appreciate
I
it.
appreciate it. Thank you, man. Thank you.
That's Nolan Arenado.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on radio stations across the country and audience.
If you like that video, be sure to download our app, and I'll be sure to move Week 6 games to Saturday for that wedding you have to go to.